MLB announces its new TV deals. NBC and Netflix join in. ESPN stays involved. What should happen next? It's Marchand and Meterparel. Everybody loves sports media. I'm John Meterparel. He's Andrew Marchand. Andrew, what should MLB be thinking about next?
They should be laser focused on how to make it less expensive for fans, how to make it less confusing for fans, and getting the most money as we look towards 28. After 28, their deals are all up, including Fox and TNT Sports. And of course, that with Fox means the World Series. That might sound obvious, but MLB has had a little bit of difficulties. We'll go into their deals they just did with ESPN for MLB.TV in 30 games, Netflix, Home Run Derby, and Opening Day, and Field of Dreams, and then NBC/Peacock, Sunday Night Baseball, and the playoffs. We'll get into all of that as we go forward.
Yes, we'll go deeper into that during the questions. Also, Amazon now owns Black Friday. Don't they own everything? Al Michaels wants another year. My goodness. Joe Klatt, how about him challenging Kirk Herbstreit as the voice of college football and more? And your main event coming up is?
Yeah, main event, we got Taylor Rooks. I also, before we get to that, I do want to get into Rich Gannon clapping back. I think at you, maybe me. I'm not sure over your Kevin Harlan comment.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving as well. You got the Chiefs and the Cowboys. That could be a bonkers rating. So we'll get into that. Taylor Rooks is the main event. Taylor has gotten to the top of the rung here with Amazon. She's the host of Amazon Prime Video's NBA coverage, their studio shows, also a contributor to Thursday Night Football. She was very good. She is the great niece of Lou Brock, which is very interesting to me.
I like it.
Then December 11th, with Hans Schroeder for Off the Record with me, Andrew Marchand, presented by WSC Sports. You can sign up in the show notes, limited space, so sign up and hopefully we'll get you in. We're presented by WSC Sports, Digital Asset Management. If you're a team, you're a league, you're a network, you got to use their AI tags. They got a highlight from a couple of weeks ago. You need it in seconds and minutes. They have it when news breaks. Digital Asset Management. Go to WSC-sports.com. Twice weekly podcast. Marchand and Meterparel comes out usually at Monday afternoons, but by Tuesday morning. And then by Thursday morning, you get the main event. Last week, Frank Isola, a lot of great feedback on the Isola stories.
Yeah, I loved it. Frank Isola killed it. You guys always kill it with a main event. But what is up in your world?
My what's up is Chris Collinsworth. 500 games in the booth. I'm not one for broadcasting records, but I do think that is quite an accomplishment, especially when you consider Collinsworth. Now, he's from a different generation when he started, but still not an all-time quarterback, not a Hall of Famer, and to become one of the top analysts in the NFL for decades and decades now, that's quite an accomplishment for Chris Collinsworth. So my what's up goes to Chris Collinsworth, 500 games in the booth.
Oh, the stories he could tell. And one of his partners, I love the list they put together, Mike Tirico, Al Michaels leading the way, but one of them was the pride of Ithaca College, Drew Goodman, who's now the TV voice of the Colorado Rockies. So Ithaca lives, Andrew. My what's up
There you go.
is Noah Eagle, Jamal Crawford, and Reggie Miller calling a Memphis-San Antonio game on Tuesday night. Now, there's my mark of good broadcasters. They kept me around for a Memphis-San Antonio game. I thought it was a really good mix of humor, of information, of Eagle acting as the point guard. He's terrific. Reggie Miller drifted a little bit last year. We talked about that in the postseason. I think Jamal Crawford's brought him back nicely. You could tell they get along. I had no stake in this game, but I just wanted to hang around and watch a little bit. And I had no idea who the Grizzlies were and no idea who the Spurs were outside of Wembanyama. But you know what? They made it worthwhile, and that's a good sign of broadcasting.
100%. All right, my what's down, Stephen A. Smith. He said last week that Drake May knows that Cam Newton is on First Take. And look, I got to defend Stephen A. a little bit because a little bit misunderstood, little known fact that before teams do film sessions or go on the practice field, they gather around for a couple hours from 10 to noon every day and they watch First Take. I mean, that's known. I've heard the Patriots are really big fans of Mad Dog's Top 5 on Wednesday, and they don't start until after they do the Top 5. Stephen A., what are we doing? Again, he later in the week said he was just kidding. Maybe so. Didn't sound like he was kidding. Stephen A. is the center of the sports media universe, but to think that Drake May, 22-year-old knows what show Cam Newton is on is ridiculous. So my what's down, Stephen A. Smith.
I think it's studying the Bengals defense and watching Stephen A. Smith and Cam Newton. I mean, it's film study, basically. Boy, he was eviscerated on Boston Sports Talk Radio this week.
I can imagine.
Gave everybody some content. But my what's down, Jake Marsh, a rising broadcaster, ESPN Plus. He was on the Providence UNH game this week. And here's Jake Marsh with his final call.
Daniels has it. Will he dunk it for the cover at the buzzer?
All right. Memo to Jake Marsh and every young broadcaster in America. I don't want to hear what the line was. I don't want to hear that it was a cover. I don't want to hear anything about gambling in your final call in a 30-point game. To me, that's a little bit of a bad look. I don't know if he's trying to be aggregated. Good for you. I just played it. It sounded like it did a nice job throughout the game. I watched a little bit of it. He had a nice pace. He had a good voice. But the last call, when it's a 30-point game, my call would have been Providence with a punctuation point, a fitting end to this game. It was a slam in a 30-point game. We don't have to know that they covered. That's better left unsaid.
Jake Marsh was part of my take for a long time as I think a producer, also contributed. So maybe trying to get to that social media aspect of things. But yeah, for a rising sportscaster, I don't think it's just trying to get attention to yourself a little bit there. I get what he's doing. Leave that to Al Michaels. I tend to agree with you. Though Marsh was my nickname as a kid. So I do have a little something in my. I feel a little bit akin with Jake Marsh.
I thought it was Pele.
I had several nicknames.
You still do, for that matter.
I do. Some not so nice. A lot of people. Those listening, free. Continue. Go to AndrewMarchand.com to upgrade. AndrewMarchand.com. Get all our archives. You could listen your whole Thanksgiving weekend. You can avoid your family and listen to our archives. AndrewMarchand.com. Taylor Rooks on Thursday. Actually, we'll send out real early on Wednesday.
All right, let's go to the questions. What do we make of MLB's deal with ESPN, Netflix, and NBC Peacock?